Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! In today's video, I wanted to share my thoughts after seeing some of the latest Hasbro Vintage Collection Reveals, which consist of the Night Troopers from the Ahsoka series in this Army Builder 4-pack that we've been waiting to see, as well as a refresh of the A New Hope Stormtrooper, and a release of Darth Vader from A New Hope. All of these reveals were part of today's Star Wars Imperial March Wednesday, and I've got to say that I'm definitely very happy to see some of these figures. All of the reveals from today will be available for pre-order on March 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time at Amazon, Hasbro Pulse, and Entertainment Earth, as well as all major retailers. So moving right along, let's talk about the Night Troopers from the Ahsoka series. We have all been waiting to see this Army Builder 4-pack ever since it was pipelined, and I gotta say that I'm definitely not disappointed. I really like what Hasbro did here in terms of the paint applications and the wrappings that are seen on these Night Troopers. It looks fantastic, and I'm definitely very pleased to see this. The only downside to this Army Builder 4-pack is that you have Captain Enoch included inside, which is really a shame if you buy 4 packs of these. You're gonna have too many Enochs. There really should have been a standard trooper in this one, and I think Hasbro got the message when the fan feedback was very heavy about not including specific characters like Enoch in these Army Builder 4-packs. But regardless, I'm very happy to see Enoch make it into the Vintage Collection. I think his comma looks fantastic, and I really like that they actually gave us his proper weapon. He comes with a different blaster than all the rest of the Stormtroopers, and I think that's a really nice attention to detail. One thing I will point out is that he has very similar parts to the other Stormtroopers, and if you are a little frustrated that you're going to have multiple Enochs, it looks like you might be able to repaint some of his limbs or just, boil and pop, switch them out with the other troopers, and make even more variants. The only problem is, his helmet does stick out, so that's something Hasbro should have considered, maybe putting in an extra helmet or something, but regardless, he sticks out too much with all that gold paint. But looking at the other troopers, they look really nice. I like the gray variants on some of the troopers' helmets and their armor. I really like the way the gold cracks look, and again, the red straps look fantastic. They're not too bulky, and they just look superb in my opinion. So I'm really looking forward to getting a bunch of these, and hopefully we'll see a live-action Lars Nicholson and have that Thrawn version so we can recreate that very monumental scene in Ahsoka. And one last thing I would like to point out is that the E11 blaster that these Stormtroopers come with is the version that does not have the flashlight on the side that was seen with the Rogue One release. So it's really nice that Hasbro's moving away from that, and yeah, definitely very happy to see that kind of little upgrade there. This set will be $54.99 and available tomorrow. So feel free to let me know in the comments how many of these you're buying or how many you don't want to buy, because there's going to be too many Captain Enochs in your collection. And moving right along with our Imperial March releases, we have the A New Hope Stormtrooper Refresh. And this is pretty much just a repack of that previous figure, but now with updated card art. Hasbro has helped us out and moved that warning label down below so it no longer covers the Hildebrandt one on the top right corner. And I gotta say that this looks really nice, and I will of course need a carded version for my collection now. And like I said, this is a repack of that figure, so there's not anything really new going on here. But if you want to get more Stormtroopers for your collection, now is definitely a great time to do so. Taking a closer look at the promo images of the figure out of the packaging, it does look like it comes with that Rogue One Stormtrooper rifle that has the flashlight on the side. And I really hope that's not entirely accurate, because it would be great to see these with the proper rifle without that flashlight. And one last thing I would like to point out is there's no image of the back of the card art, so I'm very curious to see if Hasbro's updated that to match more of our current releases. But this figure will be available tomorrow and will be $16.99 and available everywhere. And finishing off our reveals for the day, we have the leader of the Imperial March himself, Darth Vader, on a Star Wars card. And I've got to say that I've been very excited to see this one, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Once again, we have the Hildebrandt logo in the top right corner, and it's not obstructed by that awful warning label, which has now been pushed down below. For the most part, I think this is the same figure as Dark Times Vader, but it's a little challenging to tell from these promo photos whether or not the upper torso has been adjusted to match what we see in A New Hope better. But Darth Vader will be $16.99, and just like the other figures, available for pre-order starting tomorrow at 1 p.m. and available at all major retailers. So feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you planning on picking these figures up, and which one is your favorite from all of these reveals? And lastly, don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.